Welcome back to Playoff Hockey with our GM Mode commentary for the New York Rangers. We're here in the second round. We will be going up against the New York Islanders. In the last video, we took on the Carolina Hurricanes in round one of the playoffs. We managed to beat them 4-1 after a slight collapse in the first game that cost us the first game. We were able to rebound with pretty clear-cut victories. 3-1, 4-3, 4-0 shutout, and then a 5-1 victory. Rick Nash was a pretty big performer, even though he only played 2 games in the series. And we do have him back. Everybody's healthy, and we are ready to go. Looking over the stats for the New York Islanders, it looked like John Tavares was really leading the way with 10 points in 7 games. So let's go ahead and get started here with Game 1. We do have home ice, as they were the wild card game. Team. They took out the Pittsburgh Penguins. Oh, and we get an early goal from Chris Kreider. Oh man, and now we got another from Dominic Moore. We have 2 goals on 4 shots 5 minutes into the game. It's a great way to start. So we are out shooting them. We've been on a couple power plays. Our penalty kill's been solid. So it's first period. Oh, we get one more. So Yaroslav Halak gives up 3 goals in the first period, and we take a 3-0 lead. So let's go ahead and get the second period started here. We are out shooting them. They're taking a lot of penalties, and we're making them pay for it, which that's good to see. All right, second period. All right, so we're able to maintain that 4-0 lead going into the third period. This is a great way to start. We do have home ice, and we want to keep that. We just want to, get off on the best foot here. We're out shooting them tremendously. Alright, so we're going to be able to hold it down. It looks like we may. Can we get one more? Nope. Alright, 4-0 win. 41 shots to 29 in our favor, and we do win 4-0. So let's take a look here. Chris Kreider gets his second of the playoffs from Zuccarello and Yandel. Moore from Fost and McDonough. Brassard from Kreider and Zuccarello. So it seems like Kreider, Brassard, and Matt Zuccarello is finally clicking. And then Derek Stepan from Keith Yandel and Rick Nash. So Zuccarello, Kreider, and Yandel all had 2 points. And Lundqvist has yet another shutout. So that's really the start we want. Oh, Emerson Needham's out. But that's okay. We do have Victor Stahlberg, so we're just going to go ahead and just replace the player. Stahlberg will fit in just fine down there. So this is a big rivalry series. We definitely want to get off at the best start possible. We want to take a 2-0 lead going over to Brooklyn. Oh, they get the first one here. So Lundqvist's shutout streak was broke early in the second game. So first period. Oh, they get 2 on us on 9 shots. Shots are even 9-9, but they do have 2 goals. So let's go ahead and get the second period underway here. We want to get out. I want to see Rick Nash, Pavel Datsyuk. I want to see that first line really step up here. This is not a high shot total for this late in the game. Second, oh, they get a third one. So we are down 3-0 going into the third period. There's still time left that we could win this game. We just need to get an early one. It doesn't look like we're going to get that, but it's still possible. With 10 minutes left, a collapse could happen. All right, this one's over. So this one basically mirrors the first game, just with the New York Islanders taking a 4-0 lead. Can we get one? All right, now. So the New York Islanders beat us 4-0 on home ice, and the series is tied 1-1. If we have another performance like that, I will probably juggle the lines a little bit. But right now, we're just going to go ahead. These lines have got us this far. I want to, give them a chance to kind of rebound from that before I just change everything. All right, John Tavares gets the first goal of the game. Thomas Hickey gets a second. We only have 1 shot. So first period, we managed 2 shots on goal in the first period. That is not good. So we need to come out strong here in the second. There's still plenty of time. A 2-0 lead is not insurmountable. A 3-0 lead is a little worse. Man, this team is not playing well. Okay, McDonough gets 1 back, so we're down by 2. Second period. All right, so we get another one from McDonough, so he has a 2-goal night. But they got another as well. So we're down by 2 going into the third. Okay, this game's probably over with that one. Ryan Strome probably just kind of sealed the deal for him right there. Lundqvist is letting in a lot of goals here in the last 2 games after that shutout. And, you know, they do have a high offense. Keith Yandle gets a goal. They do have a high offensive talent over there in Brooklyn, but, you know, to allow 5 goals on 30 shots is pretty weak from Lundqvist. So we did manage to get 3 goals. We managed to get 2 from McDonough and 1 from Keith Yandle. Datsuk and Miller assisting on that one. So not a good game there. I think it's time to kind of juggle the lines a little bit. It'd be nice to get Emerson Needham back because it seems like he made that line a little bit better. But we are going to, like I said, juggle the lines a bit. I'm going to move Kreider. Do I want to move him up to the first line to give them a little more physicality? No, they're pretty physical. Yeah, so we'll leave him there. We're actually going to move Zuccarello up. We'll give Derek Stepan time with Brassard and Kreider to try to get them going a little bit. That's really, I think, all I want to do right now. We can take a look at the power play, but I think it's fine overall. Yeah, I think that's okay for now. If I notice it's still kind of weak, I'll consider taking Lindbergh off for Matt Zuccarello as well. So let's see if these minor changes kind of get us going. We definitely want to steal one of the games here to get home ice advantage back. Ideally, I'd like to just go ahead and win the rest of the game. So, first period. All right, we're out shooting them 11-5. No goals though. So we'll go ahead and get the second period underway, and John Tavares open scoring in this game as well. Man, we just can't buy a goal right now. There we go, Chris Kreider. So maybe moving Stepan down there helped out a little bit. So second period, oh, that's not good. All right, so they would manage to get 2 more. Oh, and we managed to get 2 in the third period. The third period started before I even told it to. So it's a great way to start. It is now tied, 25 shots. We're out shooting them. And the score is tied though. So oh, there we go. Pavel Datsuk comes up with a big goal. Can we maintain this lead? That's the important thing. We want to hold on to the lead. We need Lundqvist to shut the door. We need him to stop everything, and we can take this win. There we go. All right, so again, not a great performance from Lundqvist, but he made the saves when they mattered the most. We managed to get goals from Kreider, Brassard, Stepan. So I think moving Stepan down with Brassard and Kreider was a great call, and Pavel Datsuk managed to get one from Stepan and Nash. So that trade looks better and better, I think, as time goes on. Derek Stepan managed a goal and 3 assists in that game. So moving him down may have been the best thing for that line. He can play against some of the lower competition, you know, the lower talent level. He won't be going up against the top defensive pairing all the time. So Ryan McDonough feels good about his games. Yeah, he can always do better. I mean, he is an elite top 2 defenseman. Team performance is a non-issue. We've lost 2 of the last 3, so we can always do better. All right, so let's just try to get morale up here. Good performances. You've been nailing it lately, but I think you can still do better. Zuccarello feels that he's been underperforming. Xavier Ouellet does not like Dan Boyle or Rick Nash. You can lead by example. I know you're 22, but yeah. So Victor Stahlberg's not happy with moves made. If you have something to offer, say it. Don't complain. All right, and Rafael Diaz not getting ice time. You're a 7th defenseman. You're the 7th pair. I mean, what did you expect? So Chris Kreider is complaining about lack of ice time as well, but we're just going to tell him to leave me no choice. All right, so a couple negative, but overall, I think we managed to boost morale a good bit there. So I think we are tied right now, 2-2. Yes, so we're going in. This is now a best of 3. We have home ice advantage. So let's go ahead and get started here with Game 5. We definitely want to take a stranglehold on the series here, take a 3-2 lead, and then, you know, it's our series to lose at that point. So Ryan Strome manages a goal early in the game. It seems like that's been the trend. So first period. All right, so we managed 8 shots on goal. They managed 10, but they did get a goal. Seems like they've been getting the first goal every game this series. So, okay, they get a second one. So we may be in some deep water here. We want to try to get another goal this period. We're going to go ahead and sim through the rest of the second. And they get a third. Okay, so Lundqvist is just not getting it done. I mean, they are out shooting us by a considerable amount, so it's possible that our defense could be an issue. But, you know, really, I think all around we're just not performing. No goal. 3 goals allowed. Getting outshot as well. I mean, this was a home ice game, best of 3, and we lose 3-0. That is not the type of performance you expect from a team on home ice when it's a best of 3 scenario in the playoffs. So we are going to juggle the lines a little bit here. I think I actually do want to move Keith Yandel up. We'll keep Girardi and Klein together. You know, that'll be a good shutdown line, and these two can help spark the offense a bit more. In terms of the offense, I'm going to give Chris Kreider a chance up there. We'll go ahead and put Zuccarello in his natural right wing position. And I'm going to give that a shot. I don't really want to change anything here, but let's take a look at their plus minus. So no, that third line's still doing really well, so I don't want to change that. Seems like that fourth line's a problem with Victor Stahlberg now. It's too bad that Emerson Edam's still out. I think Edam down there actually worked to our advantage, but we don't have him, so we just have to move forward. I am going to take Oscar Lindberg off here and put Matt Zuccarello in. Hopefully this can spark our offense a little bit more. Getting shut out on home ice is never a good thing. We definitely, I mean, this is a winner-take-all game right here. I mean, if we lose this, we are out, and John Tavares opens scoring yet again. So come on, guys, let's get a goal. First period, there we go. Chris Kreider on the first line. Moving him up there, and he rewards us with a goal. So first period, all right, Tavares gets another one late. That's not good. So we're down 2-1. You know, it's still early. Chris Kreider gets another goal at the very start. So right now it's a battle between, and Kyle Okposo gets his, I think, first goal of the series, and it's a big one as they take a 3-2 lead. Man, that power play was pitiful. Second period, all right. So we're down by 1. We're being outshot 29-21. We have 1 period left. This is do or die. Come on, we need to get a goal quick. I don't want this going to overtime. I would like to win in regulation, but we need a goal. We have to get one here. I mean, this is our season on the line, guys. Come on. Rick Nash has been quiet. Chris Kreider showed up. Can anybody get a goal for us at all? It doesn't look like it. Oh, yes. Oscar Lindberg. There we go. So in the last 45 seconds of the game, Lindberg is able to tie it up. Now let's see if that epic comeback is going to be completed here. We are going into overtime, which at this point I will absolutely take. But can we get the last goal? Oh, no. Mikhail Grabovski, the 50th shot for their team. He wins it in overtime, and that is the end of the playoffs for the New York Rangers. You know, when you're facing elimination and you have a chance to win, force a Game 7 and go back to home ice, and you're outshot by over 20 shots, you don't deserve to win. We were able to tie it up late, but it just wasn't enough. Tavares, Okposo were just too much for us, it seems. Nash managed 2 assists. Datsuk also managed 2 assists, so the first line was doing okay. I would have liked some goals from Rick Nash in that series, but it just wasn't our year, I guess. So that's the end of the playoffs here for us. We'll go ahead and take a look at our point totals, and we'll simulate we'll simulate through the rest of the postseason and get to the draft. We'll take a look at everything here. All right, so player stats. So in 11 games played, Keith Yandel led us with 9 points. JT Miller and Pavel Datsuk both had 8. So, you know, despite not winning, I think the trade for Datsuk was a good one. He did manage 2 goals and 6 assists, and he really solidified that top pairing. Rick Nash had 7 points in 8 games, so, you know, I criticized him for the lack of goal scoring. He was providing assists. Chris Kreider managed 5 goals and 2 assists in 11 games, which compared to, you know, his regular season here, I think that's, you know, he had 17 goals in 82 games. And he had 5 goals in 11 here, so not horrible from him. Derek Stepan did pretty well. I mean, our guys produced, it's just they got shut down there at the very end. We had guys like Dan Boyle, who only managed 1 assist when he was on the power play. I mean, he had the same as Klein. Klein wasn't on the power play, and he's a defensive defenseman, so there's some things about this that weren't great. Ryan McDonough was doing fantastic, plus 11, 5 points. But yeah, it just wasn't our year, guys. So let's go ahead and we'll look down and see if, okay, and the AHL team, it seems, is out as well. We can take a look real quick. Yeah, so we lost in the final game of the series to the Hershey Bears. So it doesn't look like Stanley Cup or Calder Cup for us this year. We'll go ahead and simulate to the draft. We'll look at the playoff tree once all that simulates. We'll take a look at the awards, and we'll kind of do a Season 1 wrap-up right here. So Edom just now recovered. It would have been nice to have him, but we're just going to continue because there's really no point in editing the lines. So let's go ahead and simulate. Okay, so we have to do the scout. I'm going to continue just kind of focusing on forwards. I feel like we have a decent defensive core coming up even, so I don't want to look at that too much. Alright, so it looks like the season's over. Let's see who won. So the Montreal Canadiens. So we lost to the team that lost to the team that won the cup. So, you know, you can take that either way. You can be glad that the team that beat you didn't win, or you could wish that they won because that makes you look better as a team. At the end of the day, I guess it doesn't really matter because we didn't win. So let's go ahead and we'll do a wrap up here. Take a look at the awards. So the Stanley Cup went to the Montreal Canadiens. President's Trophy was Tampa Bay, and it looked like it was the Flames versus the Canadiens in the Stanley Cup final. So that's an interesting matchup. It's a lot different than we've seen in a lot of the more recent years. So Malkin got the Art Ross. He beat Crosby by 1 point, if I remember. Hart went to Crosby. So Doughty got the Norris. That was expected. Lady Byng went to Malkin, which is surprising. Oscar Lindbergh did get the Calder Memorial, so that's great. You know, he was up there competing with Jack Eichel and Connor McDavid, so to win that's huge. So congrats to him for that. Conn Smythe, that shouldn't be really any surprise that Carey Price won it. Jonathan Quick did get the Vezina. Bishop got the Jennings. Masterton went to Roman Polak. Pavel Datsuk managed to get the Frank J. Selke, so congrats to him. Ted Lindsay Award to Crosby, and Maurice Richard to John Tavares. Alright, so let's take a look here at the playoff tree. So after beating us in 6 games, the Islanders lost to the Canadiens in 5. Canadiens managed to beat the Buffalo Sabres in a Game 7. And then on the other side, the Calgary Flames beat the Ducks in 7. Edmonton beat the Predators in 4. And then Calgary beat the Oilers in 6. And then it took 6 games for the Montreal Canadiens to win the Stanley Cup. Alright, so we're up here at the draft. That is where we're going to end this video for now. We'll start the draft in the next video. We'll go ahead and do all of our re-signings. Free agency, we'll do all of that. We'll get through the preseason, and we'll gear up for Season 2. Hopefully, cap space won't be an issue. I'm kind of expecting Pavel Datsuk to retire, but we'll see, I guess. He may not. But that's it for this video, so get ready. We will be drafting and signing any free agents in the next video.